Okay, so recently there's been a lot of discussion surrounding the fabled Sonic Adventure 3. And trust me, I know we're beating a dead horse. Sonic Adventure 3 has been a rumored hypothetical Sonic game for decades now. It's really been decades. So in reality, nothing has really changed since then. However, I noticed a bit of discourse surrounding the topic. But the thing is that this discourse wasn't about whether or not the game exists. Instead, it was about why Sonic Adventure 3 should not exist. Here's the thing. I still want Sonic Adventure 3, and when I say that, I don't necessarily mean that should be the next Sonic game or that should come sooner than later. I'm not exactly sure if I'd trust Sonic Team to make Sonic Adventure 3 at this current moment in time. I'm just saying at some point, Sega needs to give us a game in one way or another. Sonic Adventure 3 is the biggest Sonic game that has never been released, and that is solely because the title Sonic Adventure holds power. Sonic may not be as popular or well respected as he once was back in the 90s, however, if a Sonic Adventure 3 was announced, everyone's eyes would be on Sonic. That's because of the legacy that the first two Sonic Adventure games hold. These games were released around the time when Sonic vs. Mario was still a debate, when Sonic was considered a powerhouse of the industry. So regardless of how you feel about these games or how well you think they've aged, there is no doubting the legacy and ambition that these games hold. And you know, Sonic Adventure is already a part of the list of games that you feel like are never going to get a sequel. Games like GTA 6, Metroid Prime 4, Elder Scrolls 6, Bioshock 4, Half-Life 3, Portal 3, Left 4 Dead 3. Wow, there is a lot of Valve games here. The point I'm trying to make here is that Sonic Adventure 3 will be the biggest Sonic game if it is ever made. So why do people not want the game? Well, from what I've seen from the discussion, there's about 3 big reasons that people don't want a third Sonic Adventure game, so I thought I should go and address those points. Number 1, it's too late. I wanted to start with an easy one because I've been seeing this point be thrown around everywhere, and it just doesn't make sense to me. I just don't understand how it's too late for Sonic Adventure 3. Sure, the previous Sonic Adventure game was released back in 2001, which was roughly 2 decades ago, but that means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. If you take a look at another franchise like Crash Bandicoot, that series of games was almost completely forgotten due to the amount of mediocre releases it had. But then as soon as the Crash remakes were announced, suddenly people cared about the franchise again. And mind you, these are remakes of games that date back to 1996 to 1998. For Sonic Adventure, if you want to solely base it on the North American release date, that was 1999. Crash Bandicoot is older than Sonic Adventure, yet it still managed to sell roughly 10 million copies by 2019. Unfortunately, Crash 4 is believed to have not sold well, but not only was that debatably the best Crash game, but also that doesn't matter because Crash 4 did not have the legacy built up like how Sonic does. And if you need any other examples of highly anticipated sequels, go look at Kingdom Hearts 3, Metroid Dread, and Doom. All of those games were pretty successful despite them being long-awaited sequels. So I don't think it's too late. They just need to remake the first 2 Sonic Adventure games, and then I think people will be more than familiar with this series of games. Number 2. Throwing away the Sonic Frontiers formula. I'm a big fan of Sonic Frontiers. I think it was a fantastic Sonic game. So obviously, I do not want the formula used in Sonic Frontiers to go to waste. I think the open zone gameplay is addicting, so I really do want to see it return. But the question I have is, why can't we incorporate the open zone into Sonic Adventure 3? If you just take the formula and add some momentum and some adventure levels to visit in place of cyberspace, I think I'd be perfectly fine with the open zone being in Sonic Adventure 3. In fact, that sounds amazing. I actually do want that. Even Iizuka in an early Sonic Frontiers interview talked about how he'd like to use the open zone format for a third Sonic Adventure game. So I don't think we necessarily have to abandon Sonic Frontiers. Number 3. The expectations is too much. The biggest issue that people have with Sonic Adventure 3 is that some people feel like the expectations are too much to handle. And to be honest, they're not wrong. Sonic Adventure 3 has some very high expectations. However, I feel like that mindset is kinda sad. Because to be 100% honest with you, despite some of these 3D Sonic games being some of my favorite video games of all time, I think we all have to admit that we still, after 20 years, have not seen 3D Sonic at its fullest potential. With every single 3D Sonic game, there is a catch. Whether it's a game lacking polish, not a lot of content, or incorporating some gimmick that holds the game back. The idea that we can't get a Sonic game that tops the ambition or quality that the Sonic Adventure games has is honestly sad. And the thing is that I feel like we're getting really close to that reality. Sonic Team, to me at least, have shown that they are capable of making a great Sonic game with Sonic Frontiers. Granted, the game lacks a lot of polish, the ending was disappointing, and the overall atmosphere could use a lot of work. But if you look at the core design of the game, Sonic Frontiers proves that Sonic Team can make a masterpiece of a Sonic game if given the time and resources to do it. It is clear as day that the problem with the modern day Sonic is not the developers. With every flaw that Sonic Frontiers has, it's not a problem of incompetency, but rather from being rushed. Like, I highly doubt it was Sonic Team's intention to give us a game with such cut corners like the fourth island being a desolate wasteland. Something that a lot of people brought up is that they don't want the modern day Sonic Team to make Sonic Adventure 3, which I agree to an extent. If Sonic Adventure 3 or the remakes released unpolished and with disappointing aspects like Sonic Frontiers, that would be upsetting. So if the next Sonic game is going to have a low budget with a small development team, then of course, I hope they don't make a third Sonic Adventure game. However, that seems to not be the case. Sega is currently hiring more team members to work on the mainline Sonic games, which essentially means that they are giving Sonic Team more resources to make better games. I think we got something along the lines of a 9 out of 10 to a masterpiece in the works for the next Sonic game. And you know, maybe that statement will age badly. It's not the first time Sonic will surprise us. But I really do believe that not only can Morio Kishimoto create a fantastic Sonic game, but I also believe he's capable of making Sonic Adventure 3 if given the resources and time. If the next 3D Sonic game is what it's cut out to be with the higher budget and more team members, I think we'll see a change in confidence for Sonic Team in the future. If it was my decision, if the next 3D Sonic game is received well, I'd bite the bullet and start development on the Sonic Adventure remakes. We need to strive for a 3D Sonic game that nobody can deny is great. The next one might be that, so fear might not be a factor anymore soon. Or at least it won't hinder our expectations, because I am so tired of that for Sonic games. So keep your hopes up. We're going to be getting better Sonic games than Sonic Frontiers and the Adventure series or whatever games that might be your favorite. We have not seen the peak of 3D Sonic yet, so get ready for that. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And before I end this off, I want to say that I am working on my Sonic 3 video, so stay tuned for that. It is coming out very soon. I love you guys. I'll see you soon with that video. Peace out. Stop. Okay. My chill members are ArcherXYZ, Gamer Blake 90, Speeder Light, Snack Pigeon, Snicks, Bananas, Junion Rings, Sonic Man 715, Sonic Cub, Chip Chap Chops, The Squeaker Nerd, Super Shax Boom, Sonic Extreme, and Super Saiyan Sonic. Thank you all for supporting the channel. I've been kinda sick, sorry about that. I love you guys. Make sure to click one of the end card screen videos here. Peace out.